Okay, so you've got eye surgery tomorrow, and your brain is probably feeling, well, a little loud right now. I totally get it. And you know what? In the next 5 minutes, we are going to give that brain a new, much quieter job. This isn't about ignoring anxiety, it's about giving you a fast, actionable plan for calm and most importantly for readiness. All right, let's get into it.
First things first, what you're feeling is 100% normal. Your brain's #1 job is to protect you, and your vision? That's its main dashboard, so of course it's treating this like a 5-alarm fire. You are not being dramatic, you're just being human. And just knowing that, well, that's step 0.
All right, let's talk about tonight's goal, because the one you probably have in your head is making things worse. So right now, we are officially firing the goal of getting a perfect 8 hours of sleep. It's just way too much pressure. Tonight's new and much more achievable goal is what we'll call functional calm.
See, chasing perfect sleep when you're anxious, it's a total trap. The more you chase it, the more worked up you get, and the faster it runs away. So instead, we're going to pivot to rest and readiness. This just means getting your body rested and your mind prepared, even if actual sleep is a little choppy. And that is a goal you can actually control.
So how do we actually get there? Well, we're going to use this really simple but powerful framework I call the 2-track approach. This is all about being both calm and, this is the super important part, compliant with all of your doctor's pre-op instructions. So what does that really mean? Think of it like this. Track A is your logistics mission. It's all about the facts, confirming every single instruction to kick that feeling of uncertainty to the curb. And track B, that's all about your biology. We're going to use some simple tools to gently tell your nervous system that it's okay to stand down, lowering that awful wired and tired feeling. And together, these 2 tracks create a really powerful safety net for your mind.
Okay, before we go any further, let's do a quick but really crucial check-in. This right here is your decision-making tool. If you are squarely in column A, you get the rules, you feel anxious, but you feel fundamentally safe, then these self-soothing tools are for you. But listen, and this is important, if anything in column B rings true for you, especially if you're confused about instructions, I want you to pause this right now and call your surgical team's on-call line. Seriously, a quick call is always the safer choice.
Okay, for everyone who's still with me in column A, this is it. This is your core action plan for tonight. We're going to give your anxiety a specific task list, which, believe it or not, is exactly what that buzzing part of your brain craves. We're breaking this down into 3 tiny, timed steps. That's it. Just 2 minutes for an instructions audit, 4 minutes to downshift your body, and 4 minutes to offload your brain. 10 minutes. That is all it takes to shift from spiraling to steady. You can do this.
So, step 1, the 2-minute instructions audit. Go grab your pre-op papers and physically look at them. Check these 4 things. Don't just think about them in your head, actually look at the paper. We're replacing that mental fog with cold, hard facts, and I promise you, certainty is incredibly calming.
Now for steps 2 and 3. For the body downshift, just pick one of these simple techniques. Don't overthink it, just pick one. Then, for the brain offload, grab a pen and paper. I want you to write down 3 fears, a counterfact for each one, and one single next action. You see, anxiety absolutely hates paperwork. It gives those swirling thoughts a place to land and it stops them from multiplying in the dark. But what happens if that anxiety monster rears its head again at 2 a.m.? Don't worry, we've got an emergency toolkit just for that. These are 3 quick, proven tools you can pull out the second you feel yourself starting to spin out. Tool number 1 is my absolute favorite, extended exhale breathing. I want you to think of this as the physiological brake pedal for your entire nervous system. It is literally the fastest way to send a powerful calm down signal from your body back to your brain, and you don't have to swallow a single thing. And it's so simple. A gentle inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, and then a long, slow exhale for 6 to 8 seconds. That longer exhale, that's the magic trick. It's what cues your nervous system to downshift. Just 2 minutes of this can make a world of difference. But what if your thoughts are just too fast? What if they're doing mental parkour in your head and the breathing just isn't cutting it? For that, we need a tool that gets you out of your head and into your senses right now.
This is the classic 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. You just look around the room and name things using your senses. 5 things you can see, 4 things you can physically touch, and so on. It pulls your focus out of that scary future and slams it right back into the present moment.
And here is the secret to making this thing really work. Don't just name objects, name the textures. The cool feeling of the pillowcase, the smooth glass of my phone screen. See, your anxious brain can argue all night with an affirmation like, I'm safe, but it literally cannot argue with a direct sensory fact.
Okay, our final emergency tool is called the worry window. You set a timer for 7 minutes, and you just let it all out on paper. But here's the key. For each fear, you write down one concrete next step. This tells your brain, hey, I heard you, and here's the plan. Then when that timer goes off, you physically put the list away. This signals to your brain that worry time is officially over.
So, we have our toolkit for what to do. Now let's just quickly cover what not to do. Because honestly, avoiding these common traps is just as important as using the right tools.
These are the big 3. Number 1, no late-night Googling. It almost never leads to feeling prepared, it just leads to feeling electrified with anxiety. 2, no new supplements. Tonight is not the night to experiment with anything. And 3, don't avoid the logistics. Remember, that little 2-minute audit we talked about replaces uncertainty with calm.
All right, we are on the home stretch now. We have our tools, we have our plan, and we have our list of traps to avoid. So now let's just lock in that final piece, the mindset that is going to carry you through the rest of the night and into tomorrow morning.
Here are 5 simple, non-cheesy scripts you can say to yourself. Just find one that resonates with you. My personal favorite? My job is compliance and showing up. The team handles the procedure. It just so clearly defines your role and releases you from feeling like you have to control the whole universe.
And if you only take one single thing away from this whole thing, please let it be this question. The moment your mind starts playing those worst-case scenario movie trailers, just ask yourself this. It brilliantly shifts your brain out of panic prediction mode and into calm, effective planning mode.
And that really is the final thought. The goal tonight was never to feel nothing. It's to be ready. You did the audit, you have your tools, you have your plan, you've done your part. Now rest. You are ready. And ready is its own very powerful kind of calm.